Hello, boys and girls. I wonder if you like dragons. Some people do. Well, here's a story about a dragon. Here's the dragon. But here's a young knight, an old-fashioned soldier. And the story's called The Knight Who Said No. The story's by Rowland, and the pictures are by Kate Hindley. Let's have a look inside. The Knight Who Said No. Look, here he is, carrying all the dirty dishes. Perhaps this is his father and mother. The Knight Who Said No. Here he is, being very helpful with a skein of wool. Once, inside a castle, lived a little knight called Ned. Here he is. Who always picked up his toys and who always made his bed. Ned, in all the village, was the one and only child. He was polite and kind and helpful. He nodded and he smiled. So he had no other boys and girls to play with. When asked to do the washing up, yes, is what he said. When asked to fetch the firewood, he would rush off to the shed. When asked to pick the cabbages, Ned wouldn't whine or stress. He always answered straight away and always answered yes. And when each night the dragon came, swooping through the sky, the knights would holler, "Get inside!" And yes, Ned would reply. This happened each and every night. The dragon circled down and frightened all the grown-ups as she swept around the town. They'd rush inside their cottages. Phew, that was close, they'd say. But Ned would watch the dragon as she slowly flew away. He thought he heard the dragon sigh and give a little groan. Ned wondered, is she just like me? Perhaps she's all alone. But then Ned's parents said, "Good night," and told him, "Bedtime, Ned." And what would Ned say? Yes, of course. And off he'd go to bed. Until the morning, Ned awoke and something strange occurred. When Mum said, "Son, please fetch the milk," Ned found a different word. He felt quite odd, all hot inside and cross from top to toe. He shook his head from side to side, and then Ned answered no. His mum was shocked. She stood and stared. Look. And Dad, as Dad came in to say, will you help me, Ned, my lad? The tournament's today." "Now, can you find my shield," he asked, "with arrows and my bow?" But Ned still felt all prickly, and so he answered, "No." Well, that was just the start of it. The no's came thick and fast. "No," Ned told the butcher when he wanted to get past. "No," Ned told the baker when she wanted Ned to pay. "No," said the fisherman. No, Ned told the fisherman, "We don't want fish today." His parents couldn't understand. What has got into Ned? They called him in. "It's time for tea," but no. Ned shook his head. He doesn't look happy. Look. Here comes the dragon again. Suddenly, Ned heard a whoosh and saw a flash of light. The dragon with her shiny teeth came soaring through the night. The knights all shouted, "Get inside! Quick, hurry, Ned," they said. But Ned clenched up his fists so tight, and "No!" yelled Ned. The dragon circled in the sky, then landed on the ground. Hands on hips, Ned waited, but the dragon made no sound. Look, here's the dragon, here's Ned. So Ned walked slowly up to her and poked her on the toe. "You're supposed to roar," Ned said. The dragon whispered, "No, I'm so fed up of roaring, and I'm rather lonely too. I wonder," sniffed the dragon, "if there's room to stay with you." Ned looked quite uncertain, and he nearly answered no. But when he saw the dragon's tears, his cross began to go. He didn't feel so prickly. His anger and his angry was no more. He felt a little brighter, sort of lighter than before. Then Ned looked at the dragon, trying so hard to impress, and thought, "There's just one thing to say." He told the dragon. Do you know what it was? Yes. Look, they've both found a friend. Even though the dragon's huge and Ned is quite small. The dragon loved her brand new home. She loved to play with Ned. She even loved her jobs, like fetching firewood from the shed. And if Ned felt bad-tempered, which he did once in a while, he'd go and find the dragon, who could always make him smile. Like playing a lute or an old-fashioned guitar. Then sometimes Ned would hear a shout of bedtime from below, and mostly Ned would answer yes. But sometimes Ned said no. Wow, it looks like Ned's going for a ride on the dragon. That will be exciting. Here are some other stories that we might read soon. There's the back cover and the back and front cover together. And there's Ned on the front. The Knight Who Said No. What a great story. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye-bye.